No show makes my heart quench quite like House of the Dragon. Seriously, I just want the Targaryen siblings to get along and fix a fic. But one character has piqued my interest like no other, at least scientifically. So, in today's episode, I want to answer, could you actually wear a sapphire in an empty eye socket like Aemond Targaryen?
You'll have to close an eye.
Disclaimer, this video is for science and curiosity. Had to put that in there in case anyone got any thoughts of doing a hyper-realistic Aemond cosplay. Now, prosthetic eyes have existed for a long time. We have evidence of them dating as far back as 2800 BC, found in Shadasukhte, Iran, made from bitumen, a type of solid crude oil extraction, and plated with gold. It was really decorative, with an engraved sun in the place of the iris, and sewn with golden thread to permanently rest within the socket. Heck, prosthetic eyes are one of the oldest known prosthetics, coming in right after toes. Their creation material varied quite a bit throughout the ages. For example, ancient Egyptians used clay, Babylonians used gold, and later in the 16th century, glass became the go-to material for in-socket prosthetics in Europe. In the modern day, acrylic is commonly used, while scientists research bionic eyes, intended to restore sight via silicone chips, electrical current and impulses, or through the simulation of healthy retinal ganglion cells, which are neurons located in the inner surface of the retina, whose job it is to receive electrical signals from the photoreceptors and transmit them into different parts of the brain via axons. If we want to get very technical, photoreceptor proteins are able to absorb photons. This alters their shape, leading to phototransduction, which is a fancy word that just means they convert light into electrical signals. But I digress, back to Westeros. Okay, so sure, Prince Aemond could have a sapphire carved down to eyeball size and fitted, but isn't the human body notorious to acting hostile toward foreign bodies? What about infections? Would those be a possibility at all? Well, when it comes to the eyeball is really the prime defender against invading bodies, thanks to its protective tissue. Once that's gone, the socket itself doesn't have a means of expelling the fitted sapphire, but the body can still have a negative reaction to the prosthetic because the eye socket and eyelids are lined with a thin, delicate membrane called the conjunctiva, which would rub against the prosthetic every time the wearer blinks. If the prosthetic isn't perfectly smooth or fitted correctly, that constant friction could irritate the tissue, causing inflammation. This can also be caused if dust or dirt get into the surface of the fake eye. Aemond would have to keep his sapphire eye clean to avoid infections. Sure, the tear duct can still produce tears, which would flow over the sapphire, helping to keep the socket lubricated and wash away small amounts of debris. But in some cases, that's not enough. Aemond still has to regularly monitor the sapphire and clean it, wiping off excess dirt and grime. So there you have it. Who would have thought a guy with a sapphire eye would be one of the most scientifically possible things to come out of Westeros?